From the KDLM studios, it's time for Hodge Podge, presented by Partnership for Health and airing on Lakes TV3.
Good morning, sunshine. We are at 55 in Detroit Lakes on this Wednesday, September 23rd. Welcome into Hodge Podge. I'm Joel Ketke. Today, via Zoom studios today, it's Partnership for Health, and Karen Nitzkorski joins us this morning. Karen, how are you today? And thanks for being with us on Hodge Podge.
I am great, and thank you for having me. You know, we've been doing this for 10 years, once a month.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Wonderful.
It's great. And
opportunity.
Well, we always appreciate having the folks on with us today from Partnership for Health. Karen, we got a lot of topics to talk about today, so let's dive right in. We'll start off today. Let's talk about Walk to School Week.
Yes, normally we have Walk to School Day, and that's October. This year it's October 7th. It's usually the first Wednesday of October, and all of the Detroit Lakes schools, the Frazee schools, and the Lake Park Audubon School, the Audubon Elementary School, usually participate. Now this year, it's up to them whether they want to participate in it. Oftentimes what's happened is that at your elementary schools, they wait till the kids get there and then they walk a mile approximately. But families are also encouraged to walk their kids to school this day. But we're actually calling it Walk to School Week. And there's tons of resources on MnDOT's. It's interesting to me, in Minnesota, it seems like everybody knows what MnDOT is. It's the Department of Transportation. And so on their website, if you go to their Safe Routes to School section of MnDOT's website, and it's dot.state.mn.us/MN Safe Routes. Boy, that's a lot. But anyway, they have a walking bingo, like for families, and you have places to go is the first one. So they're walking bingo. You could go to the library, or you could go to a farmer's market, and then you check off that bingo card. Or they have things to do, like count bicycles, or try a new route, or things to find, a stoplight, or a cool rock, or an easy walking word search, or a hard walking word search for older kids, like the word neighborhood or environment, and a walking safety crossword. So there's tons of resources on this MnDOT website under Safe Routes to School section on the Walk to School week-long celebration. So consider looking that up and getting some of these resources, fun resources, to really get people thinking about walking more. And during the pandemic, we've really, I've seen so many people out walking more. So let's continue that into the school year and get used to walking our kids to school.
Karen, you talked about maybe taking an alternative route. When we talk about that, that's really some good information, because you know what? We're creatures of habit. We tend to take the shortest route between two distances as a straight line. But great opportunity to take your kids and maybe take a little different route, see something a little bit different on your walk to school.
Yes, great. Great. Well, our goal is to get kids to have 60 minutes of physical activity every day, because we know that there's an increase in childhood obesity. And so our goal is to get kids moving more and families moving more. And if you make it a habit, and the Walk to School Week is a way to get started if you haven't already. And we really encourage this and have been encouraging it for every year. And your schools may be still doing something to encourage that. We have not really reached out to schools much because we're waiting for them to kind of get in a routine this year, because it's going to be hard to get in a routine, and then the routine may change. But still look out for some opportunities for your kids to walk, for your families to walk.
Karen, I know you have a host of topics you want to discuss today. What do you want to go to next?
How about farm to school?
Perfect.
Okay, so in addition to getting kids moving and adults moving, we want everybody to eat local, healthy, nutritious foods. And one of the ways to do that is to go local and local farms. And there's lots of local farmers that are doing that, producing produce. And you'll see it at your farmer's market, or actually they're are some local farmers that are producing food for the schools in the area. And October is Farm to School Month. And so a lot of the schools in the area join in the Great Lakes Great Apple Crunch Day. And that's October 8th, and it's at noon. And what you do is you make sure that local apples are on your lunch line, and everybody's eating a local apple on October 8th. So they're crunching into the apple. But you could also serve a local item in a meal or a snack during the month. Or there's just lots of ways to celebrate. And there's another website. I'm going to be today, Ms. Website. But Extension, the University of Minnesota Extension, has a farm to school section on their website. So go to the University of Minnesota Extension, and you'll find lots of resources for Farm to School Month. So we really want people also to be thinking about supporting their local farmers. You can do that by going to Manna Foods is one place. You can go to your local farmers market. I'm a member of a CSA, and so I get weekly vegetables and fruits. And so there's lots of ways to support local farmers.
Karen, you talked about the farmers markets. There are farmers markets all throughout the area. I'm a guy who loves to go to them because I enjoy fresh produce. Plus, I find nice jellies and jams and honey and stuff like that that you can't get locally in the stores. If you haven't been to the local farmer market, whether it's here in Detroit Lakes or throughout the area, you're really missing out on some really great ideas and some great food items as well.
Yep, great. Thank you for promoting your local farmers.
Karen, another topic I know you want to talk about. We're going to talk about SURGE. Let's talk about that and what that acronym stands for.
Okay, well, Becker County Energize, is really a health initiative in Becker County to really get people identifying and helping make an impact on some of the local health needs. And a lot of it this year is around mental health, but in light of George Floyd and many of the other deaths, racially motivated deaths in the nation, there is a national organization called SURJ, S-U-R-J. I need to learn my alphabet today. It's a national network of groups and individuals working for racial justice. It stands for Showing Up for Racial Justice, so SURJ. And there's a local chapter forming, and you'll find information about it under Becker County Energize's website, but we're going to name it. In fact, we have a meeting today from 1 to 2, and it's called Lakes Area Surge, Strengthening Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity. And we have a couple of goals we're working on, and it's strengthening traditional indigenous cultural practices. And another one is improving organizational business and government policy and practice around diversity, equity, and inclusion. So it's really great, and it's a new group of people that I've never worked with in this area, and it's just great to see new involvement. And maybe they've been under my radar, but it isn't the usual people that are showing up to work on this. So if you're interested in finding out more, you can go onto the Becker County Energize website and find more, or you can reach out to Karen Pfeiffer, or you could reach out to me, and I'll leave my phone number because, again, like I'm saying today, I have so many websites I'm referring people to find out more information. So if there's anybody listening that wants to get connected with any of the topics I'm sharing today, I'll give my phone number at the very end, and people could call. And that has happened before, so I know people are listening.
Well, we hope so. Karen, given what's going on right now here in Minnesota, the Midwest, and nationally, do you think more people are looking into organizations like this, maybe just from an educational standpoint, to help themselves see the bigger picture of what's going on here in our country?
Yes, I really see people moving and rallying towards that. You can just see it by the number of people that are putting up signs that say Black Lives Matter. That is one indication. Unfortunately, in Detroit Lakes, I've heard that people are also taking down some of those signs. So we know that it's a it's a topic that that is controversial. Let's put it that way. But yet, to really make the world a better place, we all have to get along. So there are ways to do that, and to see people collectively trying to do it really is just, it warms my heart. And I'm so glad that there's an organization in Detroit Lakes, and really it's beyond Becker County. That's why we are naming it Lakes area, so that we can reach out to as many people that want to make a difference. And really it's white people educating white people about this, and then we have a group of an accountability group that are not white people that are helping keep us on task and helping us form really the education piece around what we need to learn, so that we aren't, well, honestly, I'll just say I make a lot of mistakes when it comes to, I'm an older white woman. What do I know? You know what I'm saying?
I do. I'm an older white guy. I'm with you on that. We're going to take a break here on Hodge Podge. When we come back, more with Partnership for Health today with Karen. We're going to talk about some workshops going on in Pelican Rapids, and we're also going to talk about Quitline. Stick around. Back with more on Hodge Podge on this Wednesday with Partnership for Health right after these.